Welcome all to Knowledge Attic channel. Hello friends, are you ready to learn the new skill? So like last week we saw, every week there will be a new skill that is will be taught to you and you have to learn it and master it. Clear? So hope you are all excited to learn a new skill. So first of all, I'll start with the first skill that will be given to you in this week. So this week what we are going to see is that it is a very important skill every individual should have. What is that skill is? So it is the presentation skill. So presentation skill is very important. I think you will be able to get an idea of what is presentation skill is. So presentation skill is required as an individual while studying as a student or as an individual while working at a workplace. So as a student, what you will be required to present, you will be given some subject topics or other article presentation, any extracurricular topics or project presentation that is required to be present. So in that way also here you should have a good presentation skills, so you will be able to convince the audience. As an employee at workplace, you will also be required to present many topics under your team, under your guidance of your head, under the guidance of your manager. So what is there? This is what is important is because you have to have a good presentation skill and you have to reach the audience and convince them and make them listen. So this is very important. So let us all learn the new skill. So are you all ready? So I'll tell you the few key points that is required to have to be a good presenter. See, we would have also been audience to many presentations. But let us all see which presentation we are remembering. Are we remembering all the presentation we just listened? No. We are only able to remember the presentation that has convinced us, that has impressed us, and that has really got into our mind. So what we have to do is that we have to be that kind of a presenter and we have to be a master presenter so that our topic, our presentation reaches the audience convincingly. So are you all ready to learn the presentation skills? So make a note of all the key points I am going to tell. See, remember one point is that after learning all the topics, all the topics, all the skills that I am going to tell, you have to practice and then only you will be able to master in it. So don't think after listening it, after getting the points to be known, you will be able to you will be able to learn the skill betterly. So for acquiring a skill, what is required is that practice is required. I hope after listening to this video, you will practice in a better way. So come on, let us all see how to be a master presenter. So first of all, by selecting a topic, what you have to do is that you have to select the topic in a way is that it is a new topic, it is an emerging topic, and it has always impressed the audience. Audience will be likely to listen to the topic. So in that case, after listening to the topic, what you have to do is that frame the title of the topic. Let us consider introduction to the artificial intelligence is the topic. So you have to have a catchy title like artificial intelligence emergence, emerging trends in industrial revolution. So this is all the catchy title you can have. So this catchy title in what it will do is that it will help the audience to get connected. So first of all, we have to connect the audience to the title only. So title is very important. So have you made a note of it? Title is very important. And after framing the title, what you are going to do? First of all, as a presenter, we have to have a thorough knowledge of the presentation we are going to give. So we have to do an extensive research on what the topic we are going to present. So then only the audience will be able to remember the points that we are going to provide to them. So we are the person who is going to present the topic. So we have to have the extensive knowledge. We have to do many researches through Google, through internet, all the knowledge to the textbooks, whatever available, whatever the resources are available, we have to have a good knowledge on the content. Then only we will have the confidence of presenting. So after that, so first point is title. Next one is have an extensive knowledge. Third one is after having an extensive knowledge, you will develop a confidence of presenting. So even if the audience is asking a particular doubt, then you will be able to answer that question. So it is very important to have an extensive knowledge on the topic. Clear? So next point is very important, is that you shouldn't read the points in the slide. So what is our habit is that we will have several bullet points in our slide. All the points will be mentioned. What we have to have, we should not read the bullet points to the audience likely. The audience will not be impressed, they will not be able to listen, they will lose the connection and they will not listen. So what we have to do is that we have to make a point that we are not repeating the points that is available in the slide, and we have to explain the point that we have provided. Then only the audience will be impressed and he will listen and he will have an idea of what we are presenting. So he will not lose the concentration throughout the presentation. And next point is that before you start a presentation, any audience, be it in an online presentation, be it before a house, be it before your classroom, be it before your friends, whoever it be, you have to have the habit of welcoming and greeting them to listen to the presentation. It is a very good habit to welcome them and make them listen to the presentation. So welcome them by saying good morning or good evening, or if you are in an international audience, you can always provide greetings, because that is a common language. Greetings is a very common language, so you can have that word. So you have to welcome the people and you have to have the connect. We only after welcoming we will have the connection to the audience, and the audience will stand up and he will be able to listen to the presentation. So he will not skip the presentation, or he will not bored and he will not sitting in a boredom also. So this is the next point. So you have to meet and greet the people, welcome the people, and then only have a small introduction about your presentation. So we just said what should be the title. So after title, what should be in the presentation is that you should have an overview of the presentation. See, the audience might not all be having the knowledge of what is all the flow of the presentation. If we have to know the flow of the presentation, that is, the audience will have the clear idea what we are going to learn or what we are going to listen. So it is actually, presentation is not only just an information, it is a one kind of knowledge also. So when we are imparting knowledge, we should also be able to tell that what knowledge are we imparting. So it is very important to have the overview slide. Let us assume you are a postgraduate student who is asked to present topics from particular units. So what you will do is that you will cover the topics that you are going to present, which will be able to get an idea for the audience that yes, I am going to today learn these particular topics. These particular topics will be covered in the presentation, so he will have an idea. So after the title, that every presentation should have an overview slide. So in the overview slide, what you will cover, all the topics that I are going to cover in the presentation. Clear? So after having that overview slide, you will have the points and all that you are going to describe. So as I said, all the points will be in the bulleted points, and you should have a clear knowledge of those points, and you should convince the audience in the way that the points are reaching to them. Please don't ever read to them the points that is present. This will not make an impression to a good slide. This is the very key point for presentation. You shouldn't read the presentation in what way it has point has been provided. What you have to do is that you have to have an notepad or key point that is being that is with you, and you have to tell the point to the audience in your own words or in a very simple language also. Not necessary that you have to tell in the own language. In a very simple way, it is reaching to the audience. So in that way, the audience will not lose his connection to listening, and he will be able to listen continuously. Clear? So this is the next point to have a good presentation skill. So what we have to do is that after this, please go on, don't skip any slide, or even if you forget the point in the slide, what you have to do is that you have to just tell the point in a very simple way so that it reaches the audience. After some point, if you just maybe through let us assume the presenter is a first time he is presenting. Sometimes what will happen while presenting the presentation, he will lose he will lose the confidence, he will lose the idea of the topic at one particular point, and what he will do is that he will forget and he will start there, he will stand there with the fear. So that shouldn't happen. Even if you forget a particular point, what you have to do is that break the point into a simple language and tell the audience that this is the point that you have been referring to, and this particular topic is whatever the point that is going to carry, you have to tell the audience in a very simple language. So don't ever stop between a slide, so that the audience can lose the confidence to listen you. If you lose the confidence to tell him, he will lose the confidence to listen. So don't ever lose the confidence in between the slides. And what you're going to do is that you break the sentence into very simple language and tell him. Don't lose your confidence. So that will only make the flow of the presentation very naturally. So, and also when you're going to make the flow of the presentation, it should be in a very natural way. So after each slide you are presenting, what you are going to tell is that, hope you have understood this slide, shall I move on to next slides? It will be actually small kind of gesture that you are giving to the audience, that yes, have you listened to me, have you acquired this particular topic's knowledge, shall I move on to this slide? It is always important to ask the audience that yes, shall I move on to the next slide? So next slide, so that you have to keep telling. If you keep on skipping, the audience will not know which slide he is listening. So you have to tell that I'll move on to the next slide. Okay, then in between that give breaks. Okay, even if you give, when only you give breaks to the presentation, only the audience, what they will do is that if they have a particular doubt or anything like that related to the topic, if you want to ask any doubt also, he will ask the doubt in that way, that he will ask the topic in between the presentation itself. Otherwise the presenter will lose the connection and he will not be able, because if we keep on telling means, so what he will do, yes, I had a particular doubt in this line, but the presenter is moving to the next slide. So I don't know what has been there and what has been discussed and what I am listening and what will be coming up the next slide. So have a break in between the slides, so that the audience will ask a particular doubt. If he has any slide means, he can ask and you can also provide the reply. Otherwise you will also lose the connection of what the content you are delivering. So keep remember that give ample breaks between the slides. Clear? So this is very important. And what we have to do is that after the presentation is ending, what we have to do is that you should have the question slide. So question slide is very important, because whatever presentation you are giving, whatever topic you are going to give, the audience might have questions. If you want to have any questions means, then you can give time to the audience to ask the questions. So this will be very helpful for the audience to have questions. If he has noted a particular noted a particular doubt for a particular slide, and then he will able to ask you and you also able to reply. So this is very important, and give time for each questions and each answers, so that the audience will be convinced and they will also be able to move in a better way. So they will like, yes, the presenter is presenting in a good way, and if I have some doubt I can ask. So this is very important. And last point is that you should have a thank you slide. You should thank the audience for listening patiently. Whatever topic is being there, you should thank the audience for listening patiently, for sparing his time. Might be very busy, so they have spared their gentle time to listen to our presentation. So it is very important to say thank you. So now I'll just provide what is all there in the presentation. I'll just show how the slide will look like. Okay, I hope now you have noted the key points of presentation skills. I'll move on to the slide.
This video ends here. The subsequent video will carry the example of the presentation skill. Please do like, share and subscribe the Knowledge Attic channel. Thank you once again.